follow-up question. How can I market my transferable skills to those alternative jobs in a way that they or the HR person who does the first screening can understand? And related question, when looking for an archives adjacent job, how can I frame my archives experience in a meaningful way so that an employer will take my experience seriously as applied to the library, museum, or other cultural heritage job? Yes. So I'm going to use the word translate. And there's a couple different ways that I mean this. And let me just move my little talking head so I don't block the notes for you. Come on. Okay, sorry, that's as far as it goes. So thinking about replacing archives, museums, libraries with a different word. And sometimes that's a synonym for the word. Sometimes it means, instead of me talking about the archive I worked at, it was a community program or collection work more broadly. And then when it comes to your job title, which trips a lot of people up, especially if you're an archivist or something they may not have heard of, how can you provide a different job title that still accurately describes the role you held? And I don't mean lie about your job title, just provide that translation. So over here, I was director of archives, but I put program manager in first. That was not my official job title, but it explains to non-LAM people what it was that I was doing, essentially. And to back up to just a bullet point. So instead of using the word archives, I used program over here. And, oh, sorry, in part of my resume. These are screenshots of my resume. All right, next one down, translate the technical jargon, processing, digital asset management, all those LAM terms we love to use, by describing the job responsibilities in a common language. So looking at here, the description of my roles and responsibilities, trying to break down, instead of implementation of a collection database, I said I created a digital infrastructure. For some people, that was still too technical, so think about that. But just really breaking it down in terms of like what sort of outreach. I worked on marketing materials, that sort of thing that doesn't use archives or museum terms and yet still explains the work that I did and how it could possibly apply in a different scenario. And just to continue a little bit more with different areas of my resume, add in keyword helpers. And this is helpful in terms of whatever database the hiring manager is using, as well as for the actual HR person who's doing that first read through. They are going to look for the words that they have in their job description. They're going to look for them here in your areas of expertise, and they're going to look for them up here. And this is part of the reason why I put a career summary at the top of my resume, so that instead of them getting lost and confused already, and she worked at the Smithsonian, why is she applying for this job? You can actually put up here, like, look, it was actually about the projects and the program that I built, and the communication and public involvement that I led, and the grant management and community projects. So it's about this stuff over here as related to your job description. Next one, add areas of expertise section with keywords that speak to your strengths as well as mirror the job description language. So what we just talked about in the career summary and areas of expertise. And then use your highlights section to speak to your successes and again mirror the language used to describe the responsibilities of the prospective job. So up here I described the roles and responsibilities, the day-to-day stuff, and down here was like the big wins, the notes, or I'm sorry, the numbers to help emphasize the success and things like that. So talking about it in a way that still makes sense, but also highlighting and using those job description words to indicate to the HR person or whomever that this is a match.